Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Monday, January 8th, 2023. Lance Brock here, and today I believe I have the right date. Unfortunately, as I do sometimes when I post the episode of the podcast, Good Morning Wrestling Fans, I guess maybe I'm not paying enough attention sometimes, or just I'm in a hurry when I'm about to get there to work. Sometimes I do end up putting the wrong date, which is like I did for yesterday's episode. So just in case, if you notice, there's an episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans that has the wrong date. That's why, because even if I do post the wrong date on an episode and I go back and edit it on Spreaker, it does get changed. But everywhere else, like YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts, it still stays the same with the wrong date. So, like I said, just in case you notice the wrong date on an episode, that's why. And also, today, January 8th, just want to start off by saying happy birthday to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Definitely big Elvis fan. Hope everybody goes out today, listens to some Elvis, or I don't know why I say go out, but hope everybody listens to Elvis today. Maybe you can listen to my favorite Elvis song, Jailhouse Rock. And just before we get ready to watch WWE Monday Night Raw tonight, which will be live from the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon, which is the first Raw of 2024. And it will feature the return, or is this the second Raw of the year? I take that back. This might be the second Raw of the year. My mistake. And we will see the return to Raw of CM Punk. Also, Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura will square off once again in their feud, which so far I have to admit I have really enjoyed, especially Nakamura's part in this feud. I don't know about anyone else, but I really enjoyed the whole story time with Nakamura thing, when Nakamura read the American Nightmare Before Christmas storybook on Raw. I thought that was great, and I continue to talk about how I really like these promos of Nakamura when he's speaking Japanese and we get the subtitles up on the screen. I think it's just great. Nakamura has just been great in the later part of 2023, and then 2024 now continues to be great. And I think Cody Rhodes is also doing a great job in this feud as well. It's not really just one-sided with Nakamura. And we will also see a battle of two former NXT champions, Tommaso Ciampa and representing Judgment Day, Finn Balor. We will also see the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as Katana Chance and Kaden Carter will defend against the former champions Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And no, I do not announce Chelsea Green's name like Samantha Irving, which I haven't really noticed. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention, but supposedly WWE asked her to stop saying Chelsea Green's name the way she has been. I'll have to kind of pay more attention to that to see if she has kind of changed it up a bit. And I do like Samantha Irving, just I didn't really care for how she does some kind of special introductions for certain wrestlers. I don't know why, but for some reason it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. And we will also see Kofi Kingston take on Ludwig Kaiser, JD McDonough versus The Miz, and of course, once again, the return to Raw of CM Punk. Unfortunately, I goofed yesterday and talking about some of the big news that has been happening lately, and believe it or not, I didn't even mention the return of the People's Champion, the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, The Rock. Last week on Raw, I thought it was great. You couldn't have asked for a better pop from the crowd. And with all that talk on Raw, they kept mentioning Triple H announcing former WWE champion returning. I'm not saying that I knew it was The Rock. I didn't. But when they announced that and Jinder Mahal came out, and no disrespect to the modern day Maharaja, but when I saw him come out, I did expect a bigger star to come out and confront him. Not saying that I thought it was The Rock. I didn't predict it or anything, but I did expect a bigger star to come out and cut a promo on him. And then at the end of The Rock's promo, the line about him maybe sitting at the head of the table. And surprisingly, yes, that's sarcastic, but that, of course, got the internet talking. Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Is it finally going to happen? The WrestleMania match WWE has been wanting for years, but there's talk online now that it could actually take place before Mania in Australia at Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. I don't know about anybody else, but I actually am looking forward to see The Rock versus Roman. I mean, cousin versus cousin, family versus family. I have to admit, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you think about The Rock versus Roman Reigns, though, in the comment section. Either right here on Spreaker or YouTube, wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcasts at. And I hope to be back for 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight to talk all about tonight's episode of WWE Monday Night Raw. But just to be on the safe side, follow on X at 360 Wrestling Pod. Right when I post an episode on Spreaker, you get a tweet or a X post, whatever it's called these days, about it, the link and everything. But One thing I'm pretty sure about, I will be back tomorrow morning for the Tuesday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Until then, have a great pro wrestling day.